people, and welcome to another episode of The Spice. I'm Miraya, and with me is yes. So this is the week of the Valentines and the Valentinos.
I don't want to be.
Valentine is coming. Where's your girlfriend? Valentine is coming. Where's your boyfriend?
I actually got my girlfriend a gift before Valentine because I don't want it to be a Valentine gift. I don't like the fact that we have to specially express our feelings to our loved ones on that particular day because we're trying to keep a cliche going. That's just me.
Okay, so let's go into matters arising. Now, following the okadaban in Lagos, we know what's up. Like, motorbikes have been banned, and so have tricycles.
In some local government development areas or local councils.
So they say, but trust me, it's a big deal because it's in the major places that they needed that they actually did the ban.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I was out of town over the weekend, and I heard two tricycle riders. Okay, I was in Ibadan. So I heard two tricycle riders communicating, and they were like, that. So they were speaking in Yoruba, saying that they just brought some tricycles from Lagos, very clean. The tricycles are so clean that sold it 400k. And I was like, really? Now, what is happening is the fact that the people that own tricycles are trying to sell it. Like the Lagosians that own tricycles are selling it so that they can at least get some money and maybe delve into some other business of them. Now, for the person that is buying it at that price, it is good buy because from what I heard, tricycle hire purchase is about over 900 to 1 million. So imagine if you're supposed to buy something at 900, 1 million, 1.1, 1.2, and you see it at the whooping price of 400,000 naira. Trust me, you will hang on it like this. And even when I was on my way to Ibadan, I saw 3 tricycles traveling.
On the express.
Yes, on the express. And okay, so this is how it works. When you want to travel like that, they take off the
hooks.
Yeah.
So breeze will not be pulling them
back. Yeah, exactly.
The breeze is just going through, and it's like a power bike going on the express. So I think what I from a little insider's knowledge as to why they are selling off their motorcycle at that is, first off, this year was a new set of tricycles were rolled in by Tosan. Tosan is the tricycle body in Lagos State, and they partnered with banks, individuals, investors to be able to get better tricycles for upcoming citizens, for guys that want to walk. And a friend of mine was actually working on trackers for them, and they had actually done some. So these tricycles are practically new. They've not been used for up to 3 months and all, but because of they know these guys don't have the funds to pay once, they've spread the payment for them over the anticipated period of use. Now, based on the situation at hand and the amount they might have covered, they want to clear off whatever is left with the bank. So at least if they're going to be starting anything else, it's going to be from a fresh slate.
Yeah, but okay, so I really don't know what's about. As you're talking, I just don't know that as in, how is the bank also willing to help these people?
That's the thing, because they have cooperatives that stand in for them. So it is not the individuals that go to get the loan from the banks. The banks give the cooperatives this loans.
Okay, what I'm saying is now that the bank has rolled out money for this particular business and the business has been rolled out by the government, is there going to be like a balance? Is the bank willing to come to the middle to say, okay, we understand that? Well, I was like, okay, so to actually to the story that I even brought about the gist, yes. So a motorcycle rider was recorded with a dispatch at his back. Now I call it a dispatch because if you see it from afar, you would think this motorcycle is actually a dispatch rider. But the truth is, he just tied a trash can to the back of his motorcycle. It's one of this. It's all these trash cans that have covers, and you should know it now. This one that's fling in and out. You can just toss it to put something inside here. So he tied it, and somebody recorded him and was saying this part, and it's just funny because I'm sure that the law enforcement agents, in fact, they would have allowed him to pass before it actually really dawns on them that was that actually a dispatch rider.
So I think Lagosians are very creative and ingenious. But
Nigerians generally.
Well, yeah, it's inbuilt. But I feel as much as he thinks he can outsmart the law enforcement with that, first of all, they still stop these dispatch guys. They still stop them. Now,
the ban doesn't.
It doesn't affect, overzealous officers still stop them. Now, it has migrated from stopping to harass to stopping to, now do something. Typical officers. Now, when they see a suspicious bike, they, in some cases, might just let it go out of the hilarious nature of it that and knowing that they might not get something tangible from him.
Yeah.
But where they will now have issues with him is with that dispatch, he now has a passenger there. Because trust me, some of them would still go that mile.
True.
That is where they will give him hell. And trust me, they wouldn't like it. They will carry him, they will carry the bike, and most likely might carry the person is carrying. So
okay, so something happened. I brayed over the weekend. One pastor. Okay, so a man accused a pastor of sleeping with his daughter and attempting to sleep with his wife.
Charlie, don't mind that.
Okay. So this man, I think he closed or he prevented the church from running its service that day, accusing the pastor of sleeping with his daughter and attempting to sleep with his wife. Now, in the video that made rounds online, the man used the F word, which it didn't really sit well in my head. I mean,
that's the supposed pastor.
Myself and Adiola. No, not the
the husband and the father.
If it was myself and Adiola, maybe making use of the F word, I can still, understand, because we are still within the age range that allows us to use such words to communicate. But when an older man is saying, you my wife, and you wanna my daughter, and I'm like, sad, don't you think that word is a little, but it is what it is. And the man was saying he has proof that he has sent the messages the pastor sends to his daughter on his daughter's phone, and I'm like, Pastor, your work is to guide the sheep, is to lead the sheep, not to eat the sheep.
Not to procreate
not to eat the sheep. You cannot eat the sheep. You are to lead the sheep. What is going on?
Well, first of all, as regards the abusive word or the word sha. Once something is an habit, you can't easily shake it off. It has become part of a speech pattern. Also, because we use it with our peers and it seems like it's just a way of we communicating, we shouldn't forget that some people too used this before us and it was a means of communication for them. Now, because they have become parents, the usage of that word has been stifled to extreme situations to show displeasure.
Let me tell you the issue I have with that. From the man's diction, you can tell that he's not like he grew up there.
Okay.
He's a typical Nigerian, but who has probably been in the US for a while, so his tongue is beginning to change. But you cannot rule out that.
A typical Nigerian husband and father, if that situation happened in Nigeria, is he going to be exchanging words or exchanging something else?
Exchanging something else, fights, fist, and all that. Not making use of the F word.
It would get all physical, like this is his family. But it's not his land. Even if he's a citizen there is consequence for every action you do. And he might be trying to avoid so he's going to be very, very cautious as to not get physical, but still expressing his displeasure as much as he can. So I tried not to use it, but that word is going to be maybe his ultimate way of showing his displeasure.
Not true.
So, but that doesn't justify him using the word in any way, you know.
It's pretty sad.
Then,
And
sorry, I just realized I talked about just the man using the word and not the pastor involved. But trusting one more you said about the pastor being the shepherd and not the sheep. The shepherd's job is to secure the safety, the well-being, the growth of the sheep, not devour the sheep, not use them as lunch or dinner. So I don't know the whole story. I don't know if it is true, but if it is, karma is a B. That's all.
Okay, so also still speaking about Nigerians in the US, there was a report where analysis was done talking about the fact that Nigerians are the most educated in the US. You know, the person was trying to talk about and interestingly, the person is not even Nigerian. The person is not even black. The person is not even African. The person was just talking about the fact that, you know, this ban on some countries, especially Nigeria, just doesn't make sense. Say 90, like in the whole population of the US, the people with PhD holders, a higher percentage of them are Nigerians.
Yeah.
The master's holders, a higher percentage of them are Nigerians, you know. And she's talking about the fact that people should better go out and vote. Like, you should fight for yourself. Like, she was basically saying that she doesn't. I think the idea behind it is like she doesn't understand what Trump is fighting, because these people are actually. It's not like they are coming into the country and just being a menace or something.
Yeah.
They're coming into the country,
They're
taking advantage of every opportunity,
economy.
and then they make like basically saying like, what's the big deal?
If looking at it from the average Nigerian trend, when we go there, or better say when they go there, they're coming from a system, a structure that didn't work for them, but drilled them into somebody that can adapt to any situation and get the best out of that situation.
Sure.
Now, coming with that mindset, so whatever system is working, they tend to excel. Blue collar job, academics, white collar jobs, entrepreneurial, fashion, you would see them. Recently, Lil Wayne is saying he's 53% Nigerian because nobody, or better still, everybody wants to attribute themselves to a successful gene.
No, not necessarily. He did a survey and the survey told him it's
Well, survey or not, he's trying to attribute himself to something that already stands for something. Now, I am not taking away the fact that we have security issues in the country, but using that alone as a context to ban people that are trying to make something better out of their life, and it is not just going to be beneficial to them because they will get taxed off these things in your country. They are contributing this knowledge back to your country. They are breeding lineage in your country with the gene of, I would say, excellence and adaptability of the highest order. And then you just want to cut them off because your little ego is run by the way, because they're taking the better jobs, they're doing this. Man, Trump, give yourself brain. Yeah, give yourself brain. The fact that they couldn't get him out of the office doesn't mean he's untouchable. I'm sure he's going to give him more precedence to do a number of things he's been doing and getting away with. But trust, karma is a B and it comes to everybody. Come be riding it right now, your day is gonna come, bro.
Why are you angry?
I'm not angry, I just don't like the fact that every single opportunity Trump gets, even before he became president, it tramples on people that are beneath him. And it doesn't make sense.
Oh well.
If you like say you get foundation, it's for your pocket, bro.
Okay, so this is Adiola is hotting, so this is what we end the show today. Join us again next time on another episode of The Spice.
Don't mind that. I am not hurting.
Yeah,
I just needed to say
Trump
how I
administration
felt.
is angry.
It
Sorry.
is
When you become president, is to tell all the Americans in your country.
to get out.
And the funny thing is, even Trump's wife is not an original American.
Are you minding
But
that
that's
one?
story for another day. Bye guys.